Chicago. Around the NFL with Shane Norling.
I want to start with the news yesterday that the Lions have turned into big spenders. We knew this division was going to be tough, but the Lions don't look like they're going anywhere for a while. They gave Amon-Ra St. Brown a $30 million extension. Also gave a massive deal to their right tackle, Penix Jr, who was an all-pro. The Amon-Ra extension's a little more interesting to me because I think there are ripple effects to it. One, I kind of am of the feeling that you don't always want to be the first team to sign somebody. We see this with the quarterback market a lot. The first team to sign someone sets the market and everybody else reacts. I think it was really advantageous for the Lions to set the wide receiver market here because Minnesota and Chicago have to be pissed. Amon-Ra St. Brown getting a $30 million a year extension means the price of DJ Moore and certainly the price of Justin Jefferson just went way up.
Price went up. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
$77 million guaranteed for St. Brown. Whoa.
It's a lot of money, but he's a hell of a player.
Yes,
and it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. I think they said the NFL right now is going up by $1 billion a year in revenue. Okay, then pay the man his money. If he's good, pay the man his money.
So, Shay, when we look at St. Brown and then we look at DJ Moore, so how do we, because we got to look at how we rank them. A fresh quarterback coming in here with Caleb Williams. Who knows what that looks like? You obviously, the sky's the limit. But think about DJ Moore this upcoming season and think about St. Brown. Now, how much could DJ Moore make?
He's going to be a $25 million player. He could be a $30 million player. I didn't expect Amon-Ra St. Brown to get $30 million. I thought Amon-Ra would come in around 25, top 12-ish receiver in the league. I think DJ Moore's in that same kind of vein. If Amon-Ra's getting $30 million, like I've been telling you guys for a while, these markets don't move backwards in this league. The money keeps growing, the cap keeps growing, players just get more money. And I think when the Lions set the market at 30, I mean, you might be looking, if you're Justin Jefferson, are you looking for 40?
Yes.
If you're DJ Moore, aren't you looking for 30?
Yeah, no question. You go as high as possible. Now, Justin Jefferson, for my money, and I think for many of us, the best wide receiver in the league.
Yeah, I don't think he gets to 40.
It just keeps moving up, Cap, because of the TV money. When there's more and more space. We're getting to some baseball numbers now.
It's crazy money.
It just there is. What do you always say, Shay? Like, there's not really a cap in the NFL? Because it just keeps moving. Yeah.
Well, and it's a ledger. It's not like an actual hard figure of the cash that you are allowed to spend. You can move it around however you want. As long as you have the cash, you can move that money however you want on your ledger to manipulate the cap. It's not a real thing.
Say it out loud, Cap. DJ Moore, $35 million a year.
35. No shot.
Cap. I mean, that's 5 years ago, you could say that, but look what's happening. I mean, look at St. Brown. He's not the best wide receiver in the league, but he has the richest pact of any wide receiver in the history of the league. Crazy.
DJ's going to get close to 30.
Chasing greatness.
Chasing greatness. That's what you should get up every day, whether it's drafting Caleb Williams, being the best husband or wife you can be, being the best person you could chase greatness every day.
Amon-Ra does have the fortune of being 3 years younger, but you look at the stats. I mean, last year, 1,500 yards for him, 10 touchdowns. DJ Moore with a significantly worse quarterback, 1,400 yards nearly, 8 touchdowns. If you figure DJ Moore gets to 1,600 yards and double-digit touchdowns, yeah, you might be looking at $32 million. Might be.
Crazy.
I know that's crazy to you, Cap, but I mean, look how the money is flowing in the NFL now.
But that's even more reason that you need to go get a receiver in tonight's draft. You're not paying Keenan Allen $25 million and DJ Moore $30 million. You're not.
That's one guy's not going to get that kind of money.
Who?
Keenan Allen.
He led the league in catches last year.
Yep.
He's a 6-time Pro Bowler.
Twilight of his career. You know that.
But if he gets a short deal, he's going to want a high AAV. Not getting him cheap. You're not.
I don't know what AV is, but we'll find out. Here's Shay Norling. Shay?
Average annual value.
There is one quarterback in this draft who, according to Dianna Russini, has a very rising stock. Michael Penix Jr.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to lead you somewhere.
Wait a
A very rising. What? I said stock.
Hold on.
Stock.
Okay. But you just mentioned Dianna Russini, and I was hoping Jay Morgan just catch you if you fell. A little trust fall.
Ooh.
Be careful.
Michael Penix, rising stock in this draft.
Yes.
I want to go back to the Lions for a moment.
Okay.
2 big money extensions with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Penei Sewell.
Yeah.
1 extension that hasn't happened yet. Jared Goff.
Man.
I've heard very little whispers. Could the Lions shock the world and draft Michael Penix Jr.?
No. It's a no shot.
What number are they picking?
29.
He won't be there at 29.
They got picks to move up.
No way.
If you're the Lions, would you do that? I'd say no. I'm just not. As you well know, Shay, I'm just not a. Because of what we saw in college, there was flashes. Flashes get you fired, of course. The injuries are a big issue with Penix. But I understand your point. What's next for the Lions if you can't come to terms with Jared Goff? Man.
It's interesting. They put 2 extensions in at the finish line, and Goff's not extended yet. I don't know if they're going to move up to try and get Michael Penix, or maybe Penix slips to that spot.
What finish line?
The finish line of the draft being here. I just find it interesting in the lead up that they made those 2 extensions happen, and they haven't done anything with Goff.
Well, that doesn't mean they're not talking, and maybe it's more complex, and they're like, we'll finish it. Let me finish the draft, and I'll get your deal done.
I'm not writing anything in stone, Cappy. I'm just making the point. It would not shock me if in this weekend the Lions end up taking a quarterback higher than people would think. Could they walk away from this draft with Michael Penix or Bo Nix as kind of a surprise team? Wouldn't stun me.
All right.
Well, there's a need for a backup in Detroit. Hendon Hooker, Nate Sudfeld.
Hendon Hooker's 40 years old.
Yeah, so I would prefer Bo Nix in that spot. If I had my druthers, it would be Bo Nix over Michael Penix, but you do have to think about the future there.
But you also have to look and go, is Bo Nix the future of our team, or is he just destined to be a journeyman? I don't know the answer to that.
Who knows?
Right.
But the one thing for sure, they solidified a couple of cornerstone guys on that offense yesterday, didn't they?
That they did.
That says a lot about their future. All right, Che, what else do we have?
All right, we have the Patriots in my hopes that Drake May is available at 3. The reporting around it now, I mean, it seems to be pretty solid at this point. The Patriots love Drake May. If he is there at 3, they are going to select Drake May. If the Commanders at this point shock the world and take May and it's Daniels at 3, the Patriots are going to try an incredible gamble. They are going to trade out of the 3rd pick and then attempt to trade back up for J.J. McCarthy. I time and time again, I just take the quarterback with the pick that you got.
Who's your GM, Sonny Weaver Jr.?
Yeah, it feels that way. Hey, did everybody attend Michael Penix's birthday party?
God almighty. Again, you don't have to outdumb the room. At 3, if May's there, that'll be all. Now, again, with Washington, I think that they love Jaden Daniels. I do not, but they do. Fine. Jaden Daniels is an attraction. He'll run all over the yard. He will make some plays with his legs. I know that. I just think based on what I saw, Cap, watching that young man play, I think May can be a difference maker for the Patriots. I think that at 3, that sounds solid to me.
Yeah, that's a hell of a pick if he's there. I would take him if I was Washington, but we'll see.
If J.J. McCarthy goes that high in the draft and he falls on his face, he should write a book on how you could just be able to just trick the audience, trick the football gods. Because, I mean, for a guy that didn't have to throw the football, boy, he seems like the apple of a lot of teams' eye.
I like him. I think he's going to be a winning player in the National Football League. I really do.
Hey, man, get a good running game. He's stellar for you. All right, Shay.
All right, one of the teams
That's what he did, Cap. Did we not see the games? I mean, obviously, they looked at him in these combines and these workouts and say, oh, you do have somewhat of an arm. I think that's the surprise. That's the reason why the arrow's pointing up. It's like, oh, you can do these things. Because Harbaugh, meat and potatoes, meatball, ran the football a million times to a national championship. He didn't have that young man roll out to make plays like that on a regular basis. It didn't need to.
Correct. But that kid's a winner. The winner.
Because what?
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
I keep thinking about this, man. And I saw this on social media this week. Somebody was like, watching J.J. McCarthy tape, there is no reason to select this guy in the top 10. There's just not. And people got on him. Well, you need to watch more games. You need to watch more games. For what reason? So you can watch him run the ball 31 straight times against Penn State when they couldn't block the two, Chop Robinson and Adisa Isaac?
I put a bunch of tape on and watched him. There are throws he makes that you go, that's the guy right there. And what is a winner? I'm just telling you, there's certain qualities. I would go in a gym and scout a guy, go, that guy's a winning player. They do little things that help their team win. And everything I hear about him from people I trust, that kid is a winning football player.
Yeah, but so was Tim Tebow, and so was A.J. McCarron.
No, Tim Tebow was not that guy.
He was a winner.
He was a winner.
He was a winner.
I'm talking about as a player. He didn't have that type of skill set.
Winner,
he did
though.
not.
Winner.
J.J. McCarthy is a talented cat.
Sharon Moore.
These guys did it. These guys did it.
Also
man.
winner. And by the way, the little things that he did, you really got to squint to see those little things. You have your glasses on or not when you're looking at them? Because you got to squint to see those little things. Handing the ball off is not little things. I'm just saying that what he had to do was to impress people in those combines, because it certainly wasn't on tape. Wasn't. Because Harbaugh said, I can run the football and win. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that we compare him to like Caleb Williams. Oh, my God. It's night and day.
No question.
Drake
And that's
May.
why Caleb's going one.
Michael Penix. Bo Nix.
Yeah, I'd take. If Michael Penix weren't so injured, I'd like him more than McCarthy. The Penn State game really sticks out. The Maryland tape was rough, but the Penn State game, when like Michigan makes a conscious decision, we can't block the edges, so we don't trust JJ to make quick decisions, and we run the ball 31 consecutive plays. I'm good.
Winner.
Why am I drafting that quarterback in the top 5?
And the only reason why, Shay, is because of what he did in those camps. That's the only way that he's been able to vault up the charts. That's what it was. It's like, you know what? In this system, we think he can work because, you can throw the football. You can do it without Harbaugh's handcuffs on you. That's the way, because it wasn't on tape. It wasn't. I just watched the games. That's all.
Yeah, and it's not like the Penn State thing, the 31 straight runs. It's not like that was Harbaugh meat and potatoes. We're just bullying you. They were getting like 3 yards a carry. They couldn't move the ball. They couldn't score. They just didn't trust JJ to throw. That's it. They weren't effective or efficient running the ball. They were just drowning the clock. The whole thing with JJ, again, I think he can be a good player if he goes to a situation where he gets to sit for a year and get coached up. But top 5 pick, I've always been a little skeptical.
All right, that is a look around the NFL.